What's good, everybody? We're back for another episode of Top Five Live, episode 158. Uh, and tonight we are doing we're doing another draft. Y'all know how much we love drafts. There go King Jess. Y'all know how much we love drafts. And this one, I think Jess brought the idea up before, and then we talked about it in the group. We're still trying to. There's multiple variations of this one, but we're doing the top five. Uh, I don't know if there's a specific. It's just top five villains draft, but they can't be from comics. Like they could not. The only stipulation is that they could not have originated from comics. So that is the list and the draft that we're doing later on tonight. As you can see, my big bro Wally McNair is back in the building once again. But he's not just here to kick it with us per usual. He's
Never that.
a dope. Dang,
Bro, Wally said, "Why would I do that? Why would I just come
Right. I don't even like y'all niggas.
Why would I do
I
that?
got better things to
See, but
do.
when I say that on the low, he be like, I don't know if you trolling me or not. I'm like,
You definitely be trolling, but
I don't be trolling, bro. Anyway, Big Bro Wally is back in here because he's got a dope project on Kickstarter right now. I think we still got 10 days left on that campaign. I got to pull it up here, but I sent the link to. Well, actually, I can share the screen. I think.
Oh, it's 100%.
Yeah.
We're at 100% right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Big Bro Wally
It was at 90% this morning. Hey, we fully.
What's good,
That's what
Kelly?
I'm talking
Cool.
about.
That means I ain't gotta donate.
Man, don't.
Kelly is so
That ain't what
Don't do
that
that,
means.
Kelly.
Just. That means support anyway.
Don't do
hey,
that, Kelly.
Kelly, man. Listen, man. We got a long list of folks.
Don't do that, Kelly. This was planned out. Big Bro had asked for a while back.
What? Dude,
But yeah, so we
taking strays over here.
I well, you know what? I'm not gonna try to. If I try to go too deep into it, Wally's just gonna correct me and tell me I said it wrong.
What Kelly talking about?
Because he
I
didn't
would
get invited to the draft.
Send
would've
him the link.
We already gonna have like 6 people.
Yeah.
So
We ain't drafted with
Find the
7
top
people.
3.
Bro. We not
I
drafted.
don't even think my restream could do 7 people.
Yeah.
I ain't paid for that. I
Gotcha. No doubt.
don't even know if I can do that. Hey, yo,
I'll take the blame for it. It's my fault. I took the space, and I don't deserve to be here, but I'm here.
You always deserve to be here.
Wally,
bro. We always.
listen, man, I don't generally
yeah.
tell you to shut up, Wally.
Oh, but y'all missed the last part where I said, "But I'm here." Like that was my.
I don't know why.
You deserve to
I
be
just-
here though. But you deserve to be here, man. This art book, man. This is a celebration,
I don't deserve to be
and
here.
and we're gonna
He deserves to be on a podcast he don't want to be on.
we gonna we
Yeah.
gonna
See, you understand what I'm talking about.
I got you.
You understand me.
I got you,
Hey,
man.
go on and tell us about this project, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now that Morgan's not trolling me, I can talk about.
forget the mayor.
And Danny, I heard
Rolling.
what you said, Danny. Nah, you don't take your pledge back until the campaign succeeds. Then you can cancel it.
I didn't say that. I would never do that.
Oh, you said I don't gotta donate.
No,
Not me.
that was just.
Yeah. Okay,
You
yeah.
got post-dated checks.
No, you throw a big pledge in there and then take it as soon as it, cancel it as soon as it crosses the board, just to make the numbers look good. We got the.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I got you. I'm about to put 2 million. I got
Hey,
you.
I will
2
take
million.
Nah, so this is a quick starter. My man Ro came up with this, or put me onto this quick starter thing where you just do a couple day campaign, throw something out there that you want to do, but you ain't really tripping about cost and yada yada yada. So I've been doing art books forever, but hardcover art books feel like you've hit a threshold when you get a hardcover book of anything done. So my first ever art book was a book called Daydreaming at Night. It was a hand stapled, printed at the crib on a cheap printer. You know what I'm saying? Folded and took it to shows and sold 1 million of them. It was trash. It was garbage, but it was my first. You know what I'm saying? So this book is however many years later, the journey of being able to actually do a full color hardcover book. I've done plenty of soft covers in between, but this one, it's close to the heart. You know what I mean? So 100 pages, full color, hardcover, fan art, client projects, personal pieces, gallery pieces. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of everything in there. that cover is the comic edition cover because some people, they're more focused on the comic side than the other side. But it's a little bit of something on there for everybody. Real simple. So yeah, man, we hit go. Still going. Still got 10 days to go on the quick starter. So if you dig the art, tap in. You know what I mean? That's it. It's real simple. Ain't nothing crazy.
What's the what would you say is the biggest difference between? Of course, it shows your growth because, like you said, the first one was hand stapled together. A real passion project. Like you was literally.
No, I wasn't passionate. I was just broke back then.
that don't make you passionate. Trying to make money is that's a passion right there, man.
I guess I just was like I gotta figure it out. But go ahead.
So I got an actual question, and this is me as a possible consumer. Based on what you have described to me, is this recycled trash, quote unquote?
Nah, it's all new seeds that planted a whole new forest.
Okay, gotcha.
So the first book was probably like 15, 16 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So this book is work from the past year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely there's a video on the Kickstarter page that shows the original book. I still have a copy of that book to just show the difference in what my art looked like then, what that book looked like. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely a whole nother journey.
Next question. How much AI did you use?
I feel like I just got cussed at, drop kicked, slapped, and assaulted all while he was sitting down. Like he didn't even get up to do all that. Like that's crazy. Nah, I try to stay away from the AI conversation, not get too much into it. Because some people on the internet be talking crazy, and I ain't one of them internet guys, but I don't, to each their own. But for me, I draw. Like I really put in the work to learn how to draw, and I'm still putting in the work to learn how to draw. So when you see stuff coming from me, it's me.
Okay. Last question for right now, and it's probably a toxic question.
Not from
Have you and would you consider yourself a better artist than Javon?
That's a very competitive question. So,
hey, Justice signal went out. What happened?
Oh my god!
He forgot who got control of the show.
I was like,
yeah.
No, when you talking about the internet people,
my question,
Justice right there.
Wally,
I'm gonna answer the question though. I'm gonna answer his question. I don't.
No, go ahead. No, listen.
I don't bite no tongue. Pause.
Go ahead.
I mean, so I come from a background of growing up like most of y'all probably did, a little bit of street life and battle rap. So friendly competition is always good. I don't really look at nobody and think, am I better than them? I just think, what can I do to be better than me? You know what I mean? Like, because my last project ain't going to be my best in my mind. I want to keep pushing. So, but on the flip side, I ain't never, ever back down for no challenge. So, just to be clear, I ain't no sucker. You know what I mean? But I respect everybody's craft. It's all.
So it sounds like Javon. It sounds like he's saying he want to draw off.
I mean,
let's draw right now, son. I got a sketch pad right here, son.
I mean, Danny was one of my students, that left my school. So I don't know if that makes me a terrible teacher or not.
Listen, man, Wally is a fantastic artist. Like
I don't know if that's something you want to bring up.
Don't talk.
I don't know if that's something you want to brag on.
Come on, Just.
I asked Danny to draw me some stuff, and then all he did was trace my drawing and try to sell it back to me.
Wow,
I didn't use AI though.
That's crazy.
I didn't use AI though. I traced it with my own hands.
I traced it with my own hands.
Nigga, I drew this already.
Yo, somebody said that the Miles had a McFarlane feel. Like, Todd McFarlane and Ernie Barnes was two of my favorite artists growing up. So you're gonna always see some influence from those two artists in my work, like heavy. But that Miles piece was a direct homage to I forgot what, but it was something McFarlane had did way back. I flipped it, but yeah, McFarlane and Ernie Barnes, two of my favorites. And Danny.
Now, do you have some original? I mean, well, not original, but of course original but from like comics, because you do comics as well, right? I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah,
I'm just assuming that you do comics.
yeah, yeah,
So
for
like a
sure.
lot of it is from your art book. Is there like original pieces from like your comics that you didn't submit for? You know what I'm saying? That didn't make submission.
I mean, there's pieces in here, that are just like, I don't know how well these come across. That are pieces I've done. I do a
Okay.
lot of gallery work, and
Mm,
and then there's characters from different storylines and things like that. Like, it's a mixture of a little bit of everything. This, I think, King Supreme is in there, which it's like the stepchild at Fourth Wall.
mm.
He gets limited love compared to some of the other
Got a
characters over
King
there.
Supreme appearance. I can't believe it.
Right.
Um, so yeah, some of that stuff, it pops up in there as well. You know what I mean? I
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
try to mix
That's
it
what I
up.
was wondering. Okay, so you have gallery work of depicting the comic characters that you've already drawn to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense, I got it. All right, cool.
Sure.
So Wally, what would you say is like the best representation of your growth from the first art book to the second art book? Like, is there a piece? Like, I know a lot of artists will like redraw things that they drew in the past. Do you have a piece that kind of represents your growth from the time that you were putting out the first book to the second book, or would you just say the presentation of the book is kind of representation? You went from stapling it together on, just printing it out to actually now having a hardcover that's and that itself can represent that growth.
There's a Spider-Man piece that appeared. There's an original version that was in the old book and an updated version that's in the new book. So from a timeline stamp, that piece does that. But I think like everything in this book, in some form or fashion, just shows a difference in who you are as a person, who you are as an artist from one point to another. No particular piece. Um, the Starscream, the Devastator. Like I'm big on Transformers. Did some Transformers stuff in the past. So those characters, I feel like always kind of show some sort of either growth or lack of, because it's a lot that goes into trying to draw those geometric characters like that.
Mm.
But I don't know, for all of it, for me is a timeline, bro. But I don't spend a lot of time looking at my work for too long, because I'll find all the flaws and start tearing it apart, and
Mm.
so yeah.
What would you say is your favorite piece in the book?
Oh, my favorite piece in the book is for me
Your
personally, it's
best or your
probably,
favorite? If if you had the cover.
yeah, probably the character on the cover.
Okay.
Just because there's a lot of sentimental stuff to that character, you know what I mean?
Well, share. What's so sentimental? Who's that depicting?
Well, it's I live in Charlotte, right? So there's two versions of this piece, and one of them she's holding. The name of the piece is That Your Queen? And
Okay.
play off of Killmonger's Is That Your King type thing, But here in Charlotte, there's a lot of attempts to discredit the possibility or the idea that Queen Charlotte, that this city was named after, was black. You know what I mean? Like, so every chance I get to tell that other side of the story, I make sure I find a way to do it. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't want those realities to be possible, or to be told, or to be shared, or to even show us in a certain light. You know what I mean? So that particular piece, is literally a voice in who we are, who we have been, who we could be, who we should be. You know what I mean? What we should stand for. So yeah, that piece is pretty important to me on a very personal level. There's a few of them in there that's got a whole lot of importance to me.
Okay.
I would say I love the way you do your Transformers, man. Like, because I struggle with cars and mechanical things like that. So, like, it's really good stuff, man.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, same. But that's what got me into doing. Like, I remember some artists talking about how he had to get out of his own way. And it was like, if you don't challenge yourself, it's like a boxer fighting people that they know are equal to them or less. Like, you don't get better that way. So it's like, if you don't start taking those challenges, like, how do you find your growth? You know what I mean? So
I'm inspired, man. I'm gonna try and draw some more Transformers.
Yeah, it's gonna drive you crazy for sure.
I'm gonna try. That stuff will not see the internet until it's ready.
Man, I appreciate y'all asking all these real questions too, man. not being suckers like Morg be sometimes. No disrespect, Morg. It just slipped out. I was meaning to say it to myself.
Man, why? For why? For what reason, yo? Well, these dudes, man. I'm gonna pray for each and every one.
So I mean, let's have a transparent moment.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on with your problems with Morg over here?
Man, Morgan's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He just, you know, sometimes he be trolling people. You know what I'm saying? He be and then Danny his sidekick. I don't know which one is the sidekick and which one is Batman, but you know, like they'll be on teams and then go against each other and then flip back. So Morgan likes to get into the messages and say wild stuff, and then he'll back out and be like, "Nah, y'all picking on me," and I'd be like, "Bro, stop it." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I realize it's my job to be that friend and brother that holds people accountable and also goes above and beyond to, you know, attack characters from time to time just because, you know.
I get what you're saying. I get the sense of that between Morg and Javon, actually. Like when you say something, they be like,
I catch you straight, man.
And you be like, I did say that.
I ain't said nothing.
Right.
You, see? I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? He'll say something. He's like, I didn't say that.
That part. But you know what? Now with Javon, it's more him and Ro. I love seeing them together. Like when they get together, you know what I'm saying?
Ro likes to argue with me, man. I don't know what to tell you. I just be sitting here, bro, not saying nothing. He'd be like, Javon, what do you think about? And I'd be like, dang, all right, man.
and then Morg do this, like he get in the quiet voice mode, and he just be like, "Nah, I'm just looking for peace, man."
Morg just want peace. That's all he want in life. That's all Morg want in life is peace.
You want peace, bro? I be minding my business
and a snow bunny or two.
Wow.
But anyway, so we got you got 10 days. You got 10 days left on the
Dr. Umar when you need him.
Dang.
10 days
This
left.
man said snow bunny.
How many lashes for that?
You be hitting the slopes more.
Oh, Morgan for real. Morgan, he be making it blizzard out here.
What? Crazy.
No, I don't. I just meant
You like the white meat, okay? Man.
Hey, Morgan out there like Tyrese Halliburton, man. Got him lined up.
That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? Now that's Morgan Man. He just hit him with the crazy straight shot, like blah.
I was just saying that my man want peace. That's all. So, but anyway, you got 10 days left on the Kickstarter, man. Like you said, you already 100% funded. But I can't wait to get mine. I already pledged. I think all of y'all should pledge. Anybody who's out there right now listening, whether you're live or you're watching a replay or you're watching one of our clips, definitely check this out. Definitely check it out.
For sure. Appreciate y'all. For sure.
Yes, sir. So Javon wanted to talk disciplining our kids, I think. Hold on. Let me see. What was it that you was talking about in the chat, man? I know I haven't been. I've been all over the place this week, but
I'm gonna cue it up in a second. Give me a second.
You talking about whooping kids while we whooping our kids these days?
I wasn't whooping kids.
I mean, I punched mine in the chest on occasion. Does that count?
Hey, sometimes you gotta let them know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need y'all.
If they want to fuck around you, they'll find out as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I'm on. I thought everybody did that. No,
right.
Y'all ready?
You told me the other day that you feel like kids should disrespect their parents.
I think parents should expect. Jason, let me put that in context. How many of you guys in this room would like to raise your children to be strong-minded, independent-thinking, ambitious kids or adults, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you are going to instill that, part of that is confidence, part of that is voice, part of that is knowing I have value. And when you're teaching your child that, and I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the first place they practice voice is on you guys.
Correct.
That's the first place. So you might say to them something, and I'm going to tell you something. My mother, I had 2 brothers. My mother would say, Ellie, go do the dishes. And I would be like, why didn't you ask one of them? And that would get me popped. You know, that would get you looked
That's usually popped, and I told you so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're teaching your child to be confident, to be strong, to value their voice, they should ask those kinds of questions, and it allows you to parent them. But we shouldn't translate that as disrespect. They're just practicing.
That's not disrespect.
They're practicing their voice.
But that was in our era.
Bro.
In the 1900s,
that was disrespect to me.
I would never think to talk back. I would never even think to talk to my parents the way my kids talk to me. But it's like, as Ellie said, it's not disrespect. It's just them being like asking valid questions.
But that's also the way white people raise their kids, doing that.
Yeah.
Because like my grandmother, you could never, she'd tell you whatever to do. Paint the house. Just go paint it. You may not know how to paint, but you don't paint the house.
We confuse respect for silence. And I think that's a problem. I think we have to allow our children.
Expound on that?
If I say go paint the house and the child says, yes, ma'am, and goes paint, we think, oh, that's such a respectful child. But that same child, if some strong-willed 17-year-old kid in high school says, let's go skip school, they're going to say, yes, sir. Like, we have to teach them to question, why am I painting the house? I should understand the context of the life that I live in. Why am I painting the house? For these reasons. Okay, now it makes sense to me, and I understand, and I can do things that I understand and push back on things I don't.
That's why white folks got kids on leashes in the malls, because it's stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't
run free,
Yeah, I don't agree with you with that, Elliot, because and this is gonna sound crazy.
All right, here we go.
I got 6 kids. So if I tell one of my kids to do something, I expect it to be done. I'm not going to do it with something that's going to be detrimental to their health, something that's going to hurt them. It's part of what everybody needs to do to be in this household.
I agree with you.
Meaning if dad's chores or dad's way is to make the money, pay the bills, do this, that, and the other, and I ask you to shovel the snow, don't ask me why. Don't say, well, why didn't you ask this sibling? Why didn't you ask this one? No, because I asked you to do it.
But you could explain it to them just the way you explained it just now.
Envy, listen, you
shouldn't have to. Like, because now you're questioning. Because when you say, hey, Dad, I want to play basketball and cleats cost $500, I don't say, well, they're cheaper cleats. I'm like, oh, your grades are good. Okay, I got you those cleats.
But you should have that conversation on both ends of the spectrum, though. Now, I agree with you. If I say to my child, go do this, you want them to go and do it.
Now, I ain't gonna say paint the house. Like, paint the house a little far.
But why that's a really good example is to a child, they have thought without wisdom. Mm-hmm. So you might ask the child to mow the lawn, but in their child brain, you asked me to paint the house. It's not, you have to help me understand the world in which I live. And I think it's both ends of the spectrum. If the child says, I want to play basketball and I need $600 Jordans, I don't think it's enough to just say, oh, you got good grades. You want to sit them down and explain to them, like, this $600 is hard to earn.
That's right.
And you're worth it. Mm-hmm. And then that child thinks they have value, and that child understands the world in which they live. But remember, guys, like, they get confidence, they get thought, they get spontaneity before they get wisdom.
Mm-hmm. The bullet by Cat Williams. Can I tell you?
Sure, go. I don't like that man's voice. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like his voice.
As you talk with food in your mouth. What?
I don't like that either. True.
What y'all think, man? I want to hear what y'all think before I say what I'm gonna think.
Who was that dude, first of all?
I have no idea.
I don't know who he was, but like I had said, to y'all in the chat, I actually understand, what he's saying, and I agree. As a father of 2, and both are teenage boys, there are going to be times where I grew up, yes, in the 1900s, as Charlemagne so eloquently put it. Growing up, it was like, do as I'm told, you know what I'm saying? Don't question anything. And if you did, you were thought to be disrespectful. But why can't you wonder and still get an answer? So I'm agreeing more to, that side of, I think it's okay for your kids to, question, why. You can still give them that answer, even if it is, hey, just because I want you to do it. But it's still that communication that can be there. I don't think it's disrespect for them to question or ask why. Now, if they start saying, oh, I don't want to do it, I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it, that's when you're getting disrespectful. Or, you have an emotional response to it, all right, that's when you're getting out of line. But for them to come and question, first of all, there's that rapport and that connection of communication that's still open. Because if you close that stuff off, then they're not going to communicate later. If you take the time to explain it to them, even if it's something they don't like, hey, I want you to cut the grass because I've been working all this week. The grass is getting long. And since you don't have a job, or since you're not doing anything, since the summertime and you've been in the house all day, this is part of what I want you to do to take part in making the house that we live in maintainable. They may not like it, but they still understand now why it needs to be done and what they're doing as a part of whatever's going on.
I agree with you. I don't think asking a question is being disrespectful. And I encourage my kids to ask questions. But there is a fine line between the emotions that come with that and being disrespectful for sure.
Yeah.
Like kids, especially teenagers, man, these jokers can huff and puff and have attitudes and all this stuff. And that kind of stuff.
That's when it gets a little
Yeah, but I don't think asking a question respectfully is being disrespectful. And I want my kids to ask questions because I want the opportunity to parent them. If they have a question, I want them to come to me and ask me, and I might not have all the answers. I don't have all the answers, but at least I know that it's something they're inquiring about, something that they care to learn about. If they're asking a question out of genuine inquiry, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're, genuinely curious about, okay, why didn't you ask Stephanie? My middle daughter will ask every time because we call her more than we call anybody else. Stephanie, go do this. Stephanie, go do that. Why can't DJ do it? Well, DJ got to be up earlier than everybody, so DJ has to go to sleep earlier than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the words "because I said so" come to mind when I feel attitude comes into play. Who said that? Just said, or the guy in the clip said, if the answer is because I said so, okay, it's because I said so. But me as a parent, I want the opportunity to converse, to have that conversation with my child, because I want them to understand the world better than than I did growing up. Like, shoot, my son today just had a moment. This doesn't necessarily have to do with that, but he had a moment today where he was in social studies, right? He's in social studies, and because we've watched Hamilton so many times, because we sing these songs in the car, we said 17. When he heard 1776 in the song from Hamilton, he was like, "Oh shoot, I know something. Like I made this connection." And because he feels free enough to ask me, like he feels, "Oh, I can talk to my dad about this. This is something that I'm not gonna talk to my friends about because it might seem nerdy." But he got excited. He was like, "I want to listen to the Hamilton soundtrack." And then he heard the taxes. He heard about them talking about taxation without representation. Like he's connecting things. And I want him to be able to ask me questions. And I think those are the things that you get when you have these conversations with your children. You get them to open up different avenues, different possibilities that you may not have gotten, if they're scared of you because you bust them in their mouth every time they are disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, everything y'all saying pretty much sums it up. I tell my wife all the time, like we got to learn to do and move better than our parents and our parents' parents and so on and so forth, because they only knew what they knew. You know what I mean? And when I talk to my kids, I talk to them not just about the tone and how they speak, but facial expressions, body language, like all that stuff sends a message. And how you communicate is key in this world. Well, it used to be. I don't know where the world going now. I don't know, but in general, the ability to communicate is important. So, yeah, I mean, but they definitely not finna certain lines. They not finna cross. They'll definitely be in the middle of next week somewhere, trying to figure out how they time travel. But you know what I mean? Like in general, yeah, I'm on the same type of time y'all on. Yeah, communication is key, and it's our job to prep them for the world. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes people get caught up in just do what I say, the authoritarian state of mind over what it is to actually parent, and teach, and be a leader or whatever that might be. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Morgan?
I agree. I think you should. I know when I'm talking to my daughter, especially her being college age now, I'm direct about the things that when we do talk about things, but mostly because she's at an age now where, number one, she's gonna make the decision that she wants to make just the same as I did when I was that same age in those same situations. And I feel like my job as a father isn't to the biggest job that I have is to be able to provide assistance, you know what I'm saying, to her, both assistance, guidance, protection, love, an example, you know what I'm saying? But I don't expect perfection because I wasn't perfect, you know what I'm saying? And my grandmother did an amazing job raising me and my brother, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people around to help raise me. So from those models of the different ways that I experienced things, I want to be able to share that stuff with my daughter, and I don't want to be too ambiguous because I don't want the message to not be clear enough that she feels like she's got to read in between the lines. So I always encourage her when we are talking about something, or if she does have a question, and we, because of the circumstances of how she grew up, we've had some very deep and real conversations. You know what I'm saying? And it blesses me as a father that she feels open enough to be able to ask me and expect the truth. It means the world to me, you know what I'm saying? Because she could try to go to another source, she could try to figure it out, or she could just kick it around in her own head. But the fact that she feels open enough to ask me such deep questions and expect the truth about it means everything to me, you know what I'm saying? So I want her to feel like she had the space to do that, and obviously there's a respect thing there, and all of us that are parents know that every kid's different. So um, some of your kids are going to have a far tighter leash than the other ones, just because of who they are as kids. Like that's just like, some of them are going to be a little bit more rambunctious and quicker to toe that line, or step on that line or step over that line, and some of them don't need much to keep themselves in line. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if you're not willing to have that open communication with I would not want to raise my kids the same way that I was raised, as if I can't, as if I can't evolve into a higher level than even what I got. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with him, as long as the respect part is intact and we both understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say respect is in what we grew up with, which is do as I say, not as I do. Do it because I told you to. Like, there ain't no answers. You know what I'm saying? You do it because I freaking said so. Like, now I was raised that way, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to. There are a lot of things that when I was growing up that I didn't really agree with, and I don't want to then turn around just out of tradition give that to my kids too. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I agree with them. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm with Envy that there is a, like all of y'all said, there's a line. You know what I'm saying? And to me, both of us, me and my child, have to navigate that line. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's as easy as you being like, all right, bro, like, because you could just be in a mood one day and now they cross the line. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so to me, it's a moving target. But they should get the general idea of what's cool and what's not. But overall, I agree.
So it was like
so
two things also that
I'm gonna disagree.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna disagree.
Are you really disagreeing, or for
no, dead serious. So the concept is nice and it sounds good, but it's not realistic. And the reason why I say it's not realistic is because, yes, you are supposed to like converse with your kids, and you should be able to have the patience to talk with the kids. That's fine. But we all know, we all got kids here, that you could say, I need you to take the trash out. The kid be like, why I gotta take the trash out? And then you gotta be like, listen, this is your chore. You gotta do your chore. Everybody got chores. You gotta do your chore. Okay, cool. Whole next week come by. Gotta take trash out. Why I gotta take trash out? And then, like, at some point it becomes a because I said so. Like, yes, you communicate, but like he said, what did he say? He said they have like enthusiasm without wisdom. Mm-hmm. Like, children are kind of inherently selfish for the most part. Like, they do selfless things but they don't want to do what they don't want to do, especially teenagers. So, like, for me, I do think there's a level of communication, but there is also a level of you live in a house that you are not paying rent for, and you are being fed every day. And literally, the least you could do is to go take out the trash, to do your chores, to do such and such. At 5 and 6 and 7 and that, yes, you're gonna have to have that conversation multiple times. But when they hit teenagers, now that's out the door because we done had that conversation multiple times. So then it becomes, look, do what I ask you to do because we had this conversation before, and you are either actively ignoring it or you just don't care. So that's that's where I disagree. I feel like there does come a point where it's like, look, just do what I ask you to do. Like, you know where you're supposed to do this. You just don't want to do it. So it's not a communication point. It's you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're not trying to communicate. It's more like your child doesn't want to do this.
Yeah, but I
that's
think,
where I disagree.
I think in that regard, that's still one, that's part of any relationship. 2, it's definitely a part of parenting. And 3, I think the other thing in that is, as now, this is big for me personally, just with relationships in general, but it extends to my children too. In my opinion, in relationships and what you expect in a relationship and what you're going to accept and what you won't accept. And what I mean by that is, I'm very big on giving people respect of how I would speak to them. But if I have a standard of something of how what I'm going to allow for me to be a part of it, right? Like, you have every right to say whatever you want to, but what you don't have the right to is to say whatever you want to when I've told you ahead of time, this is going to be a problem for me. If you continue to do this, I'm going to remove myself from the situation, right?
But that's my point, though. Like, if we're communicating beforehand, right? Like, if we are having communication and dialogue with our kids about what our expectations are beforehand, and we're still getting the question about, I don't want to do this, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, then it's not a matter of we're not communicating with our kids. It's more of they're going to do whatever they can do to get out of doing what they don't want to do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where it becomes.
You don't think so?
That was part of me building up to where I was going. So in what I said at the end was, everybody has the right to, in relationship with me, I'll just keep it with me. In relationship with me, you had the right to do whatever you want to. I can't control you. I can't control your actions. What I can control is me, though. So I can if I say what's not acceptable, right? If I say what's not acceptable for us to continue in this, and you choose to do something that I've already told you is unacceptable, I can't control you, but I can control me, right? So I'm not. I'm not. So to me, in relationships, you have to have what some people will say borders. Some people will say limits. Some people will say
you gotta set parameters and standards.
Parameters. It's different ways that you could say it. In my head, it's ultimatums. Like, I have a line of something that I'm going to. So there's a line of something that I'm willing to deal with and be a part of this relationship. There's a line where I'm not. So me as a parent.
Yeah, but you're talking about like a relationship where two people are making the choice to be together, and I don't think it's the same. It's not the same thing to me. There's no choice on their part.
No, this is what I mean. To me, it is, right. Okay, so if a point that you just made, I'm paying the bills. You just ate, whatever, right? These are my rules. Now, there are a lot of parents that say this and they don't mean it. But there are parents, I know I heard it. If you don't like it, go stay somewhere else. If you don't like the way I beat you, whatever, okay, you call child
services. Who likes the way they get beat?
I was about to say, damn, why you going in, Morgan? God, no.
I was gonna let that.
Morgan is the most violent dude.
I said what I heard.
I'm not lying.
I heard growing up.
I was gonna let that slide. That's crazy. If you don't like the way I'm kicking your ass,
you don't like the way you're getting these ass whoopings.
I said what I heard growing up. I said what I heard growing up.
I'm about to call my kids in here right now. Hey, if you don't like the way I'm about to kick your ass, leave.
I was very.
My grandmother, like the way this belt feel, you can go.
My grandmother kept it very real with us, and she made it very clear to me. Hey, if you don't like the way I'm disciplining you, you call child services. Don't come back here. That she made that crap very clear. So we knew what the choices were. We could take the discipline, the way that she's giving it out, or we can call child services. But
yeah, but I'm not talking about like to me.
back.
That's like an old school way of dealing with kids.
But here's the new school way. That's why I said
and you don't deal with like adults the same way.
But my only point is,
you don't like the whooping your ass, girl.
No, it's not. No, I just use that as an example of how I was brought up. But what I mean is, as a parent, one of the things that you just said is you're eating here free, you're staying here free, whatever, right? What is the ultimate? What is the end? What is the end though? Like, let's say this child just is not gonna listen to you. They're not gonna follow your rules. Are you willing to put them out of your house? Are you willing to go to that extreme? Or are you just gonna deal with it because they really got you bent over?
No, you make their life a living hell.
Exactly.
You gotta be creative. If you ain't listen,
you don't want to watch.
You ain't always got to whoop your kid.
I've done that plenty of times. You don't want. You don't want to do dishes? Okay, your hand is not your plate. This hand is your
like I'm on a Twilight Zone. I ain't never had to do none of that.
Nah, but no. This is what my only point is. I don't care what the relationship is, kid up to adult. If I tell you what my life is, what I'm going to deal with, and what I'm not.
Eat your food in your hand tomorrow.
You need a fork. You need a fork.
I have.
Hey, you know what? Be fancy. These are chopsticks.
Full fact. Yeah, I don't have an issue with none of that. Like again, that's why I said every kid is different, right? So like,
hey,
for me and my brother, my grandma could tell my brother to his face, just tell me the truth and you'll get less trouble. I will never forget that conversation because we had it right in there. And she said, just tell me the truth, you'll get less trouble. And when I heard that, I said, we're gonna see. Because I'm cynical, right?
But you losing the point though, Morgan. You losing the point though. It is. You lost the point because the point is about about your child being able to quote unquote disrespect you. And in the way he's using it is the child being able to question you when they're being asked to do something or they're being told to do something.
Well, I don't know. Say, based on
when
that
you can't use that as the same as like you're saying it doesn't matter what relationships, and I'm saying that doesn't work. It don't work across the board. Like you don't deal with your wife the same way you deal with your kids. Like that's just impossible.
No, you don't. But the end result that y'all
it's not. It's
not. I'll just say this though. I'll just say this for me with that particular clip, it just felt like the conversation was. They didn't designate a time and a place and a point and all that. So for me, I was just taking it from the standpoint of as they're growing and you are growing into parenthood, they're growing into being a child that becomes a teen and blah blah blah. You establish these things, but once you get to a different place, if that's not already established, then something was wrong early on. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And now it might be at a place where it ain't no fixing it. You know what I mean? Not with that polite stuff,
right?
You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you have the conversation with them beforehand, like I agree when they're like my son just turned 6, he asks like a million questions. I answer as many as I can, but after a while I'll be like, all right, man, just listen, come on, man, like we get tired as parents, like it just happens, like it is what it is. But I try to answer as many of those questions as I can.
Hey, I be Kevin Gates. I don't get tired.
Well, I mean, and that's
problem. I mean, like, power to you, bro.
If they're asking something, well, why do I have to do this, or why does I have to do this, and he doesn't have to do it? I've gotten that. You know what I'm saying? I can explain. Too, yeah. I can explain that. Okay, you got the dishes because your brother had the dishes the last 2 nights. Very simple. So now tonight is your night. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and wash those dishes. And then once they get that, it's like, all right.
Yeah, but what if they keep
let it be something else? Like I said, let it be something else. Hey, cut the grass, and even if that's explained, they like, ugh, okay. Oh, you don't want to use this lawnmower? Okay, take this ruler, take these scissors. I need everything at 2 inches.
God,
Javon,
so the next time I say, go ahead and cut the grass,
send Mike.
So the next time I say, go ahead and cut the grass, they got the lawnmower. They're gonna go right ahead and do it because now it's like, all right, I ain't even going to complain because it could be harder.
What you're saying,
you still gonna do it.
What you're saying, I agree with. I'm just saying for me with relationship, what you're describing is I would do the same thing, right? My ultimate. Maybe I shouldn't have went to the extreme immediately, but my point was I'm not the parent to say, look, if I say, look, if you don't like the rules, go live somewhere else. I'm not bluffing if I say that. Like if you really don't like the rules and it's that bad, hey, you know what I'm saying? Go stay with your grandma, go stay with your auntie, go stay with whatever. And you know what I'm saying? If their rules are better, stay over there.
Get out. Go over there.
I'm telling
I'll
you.
pay for your Uber.
But even what you said,
I'm not the bluffing parent. But would I do all the things that Just said beforehand? Yes. But my child has a choice. The biggest thing that I want to make sure that I would articulate to my child is you have a choice. If you don't like the way things are going here, then you can go make your own way. You can find somebody else, whatever. But this is what's going to happen in this house. Why? Because I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So
but what Just said though, like what Just said about like if it's like one kid goes, why I got to do it? You know, why do I have to do it? Not this person.
That's a like, there's nothing abnormal about that.
It's not. But here's the thing: like we all know our kids, and we all know we might have that one kid that's always trying to get out of stuff.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like there comes a point though where it's like, okay, like if I say you got to do this, and then like, well, why do I have to do this? Because such and such. All right, I'll answer the question this time. But if it's 2-3 times and I keep coming to you and every time you keep trying to pass the buck, then I'm gonna be like, listen, just do what I ask you to do. Like, we're not gonna keep doing this.
But then it's also just like with anybody, you know, between I want to equate to both, but it's kind of like the same, at least to me in my mind.
I agree.
You know, between raising kids and then even when if you're in a position of leadership. Haven't been in the military, and you know, John, I've been in those places. Yeah, I've been in those things, so I know you have to talk to people in different ways. Yep. So it may even be, let me come with the explanation and tell them what I need them to do. That way, it's already communicated.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? I may even say that. Hey, bud, listen, your brother already did the dishes 3 times this week. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make sure you get the dishes done tonight for me, please. You know what I'm saying? So now they already know. So it's not like, oh man, why I got? Like,
we don't even have to go through the questions now. I prefaced it before I even asked, and I shouldn't have to ask. That's what I'm saying. That's another part of it too. Like there are some people that do. There's some parents that put up chore lists. You know what I'm saying? And they fill that joint out.
You got a whole chore chart.
Yeah, they fill that joint out at the beginning of the week. So
on the refrigerator.
If you want to argue about it, you argue about it when I post it. After we had this conversation, ain't nothing to talk about though. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to talk about it, hey, there's gonna be consequences for us continuing this conversation. I'm just saying that there has to be. That's why I said to me it applies to all relationships. Yes, I don't talk to my children the same way I talk to my wife, the same way that I talk to my boss, the same way I talk to whatever. But my point is that regardless across the board, if you don't have ultimatums, if you don't have
closer to the camera,
Oh, I was just in the background. I didn't want to interfere with this deep conversation. Mike, what up? I didn't want to interfere with this deep conversation, but shameless promotion gonna happen. You feel me?
Yeah, what's good with you?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the link's still down there for anybody that want to go support.
But you know, and for me, it's like the couple times I've had that encounter where even if I've said stuff and for me, it's not the questioning, it's the response after, like the or whatever. Oh, for real? Okay, cool. I'm gonna make it even worse. Since you got a problem with cleaning your room, don't even worry about it. And that window will stay open all night in the middle of December, and now you're freezing.
Yeah.
When I need to punish my kids, man, I'm calling you for some ideas.
You want to clean your room now because you want to be comfortable.
I'm for everything Justin described. I'm all the way with it. Like that's
call it just when I need ideas.
There have to be consequences, bro. Like that's why I was making an example.
I was to say like it got to be creative. Like you got to make it in a situation where it's like, okay, you're asking me to do this. Let me appreciate what you're asking me because
it could be worse.
It could be a whole bunch more.
Yeah,
or a whole lot worse.
Justice Lex Luthor over here.
Or if you have like I said, my grandma knew she had 2 different kids, and that conversation made it very clear.
You wasn't in the military, you had to go pick up rocks. You know what I'm saying? So
you could have like I took that conversation, said we're gonna see, and my brother said I'm about to lie about everything. Like we went 2 completely different directions, and we got 2 completely different results. But my grandma could punish me by the best punishment she could do for me is be like, all right, well, your grades ain't right, ain't no PlayStation till they get right, huh? You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta beat me. Take my PlayStation. I'm gonna figure it out. Whatever it would take. You know what I mean? Like every kid is different, so you just got to figure out what communication works for that kid. If they always got excuses, I'm gonna help get them excuses up out of you. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, I'm still running things. So you know what I'm saying? If you, again, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, hey, there are plenty other places for you to live at, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the end result for me. But what I'm not gonna do is pay for you to disrespect me in my house. I'm not gonna do that. That's crazy.
I did something to my mom told me to do something, and I was giving her a hard time about it. And she was like, "You know what? You can go. Like the doors are right there." I was like, "Come on, ma, stop playing. Stop playing." I was like, "Come on, ma, stop playing. Stop being silly."
Right,
Stop,
and then
stop
and see that's the thing for some. Like I was a kid that got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? And I went to go live with my cousin, and I was perfectly fine sleeping on my cousin's couch. I ain't need no bed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't gotta hear her mouth doing all that. I was good till my girl was like, "You need to go ahead, come on home, stop playing around." I wasn't playing around. You told me to leave. So I don't even want to go there with my kids unless they just been totally disrespectful in doing something in my house.
It's a point of no return.
But it's like you not mopping the floor. You got to attitude about mopping the floor. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to vary in how your interaction with the kid, the child, or whatever, and also the age, because there's going to be a certain point where as they get older, it's like, hey, why did I do that? Like,
yeah, and you darn right. Yeah, you always gonna look back. The older you get, the more you look back. Like, bro, I was wilding. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As you get older, and God knows, once you have kids, you definitely gonna be like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just a part of growing up, and all of our kids will do the exact same thing. Like, there's no getting out of it.
So. Yeah, Paige, I was at New York on Thursday and Saturday night.
Let me make sure I put.
All right, go and put the draft order up, man. Top 5 villains, not from comics.
All right,
not from Compton.
Fictional.
Oh, you said comics. I thought you said
fictional. No comics.
Characters they cannot originate from comics.
Yes, not originate from comics.
Is Kendrick Lamar a villain?
He is the Drake.
I mean, he was quite villainous.
He is Drake.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, hey, Mike.
Oh, that's right, Mike, man. Midnight Mass.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and talk.
Hey, go on and give us your review, man.
Did Morgan tell you I called him at 1 in the morning? Did Morgan tell you I called him at 1 in the morning? And I cussed him out. Did he tell you that?
Yo,
he did not.
I called Morgan and I cussed him out at 1 in the morning on his phone. Maybe it wasn't 1. It was late though. And he asked me, "So you done with it?" I was like, "No, I got one more episode." He's like, "What you think so far?" And I hung up on him.
Wow.
Then I watched the rest of it. The last episode.
Talking to
I watched the last episode, and I will say this: to those of you that said it was not scary, shut up.
I said it's not as scary as you think it is.
So then you included in the shut up because it was scary. It was unnaturally scary. No. I had to rewind every scene where this mother was in the shadows. He really was there the whole time. It wasn't like you were staring at black empty space and then they made something move. No, he was there the whole time. The scene where old girl looking through the picture book, all memories, and then doom doom on the roof, and then the camera went this way, and she's watching. The thing is walking on the roof, and she's moving in her chair like this, like the fuck. And we watch it walk all the way to where the window is, and it dropped down, and don't nothing drop down in the window. Oh, I was terrorized. I was like, do not go to that window. And she
I ain't
did.
never gonna watch this show.
It's not that bad, yeah.
I can tell I ain't never watching this show.
Just plead the blood of Jesus. You be all right, man.
The way this phantom was just offing these people in this island in the dead of night. The dude who went in the house because he heard his echo.
That was awesome.
That was stupid.
What movie is this? What movie y'all talking about?
Midnight Mass. We show. Now, the show was good. I'm not gonna lie.
It
is a really good show. These people acted their rear ends off. Everything they did that was stupid made sense because they were stupid. Because the writer wrote them so well that when they did something stupid, I'd be like, well, yeah, they stupid. So that's why they did that. Mm-hmm. And I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sacrifice, the turn, it was good.
Yeah.
But I swear to all things right in the world, I never, ever thought I would hate a character more than I hate my number one draft pick, Dolores motherfucking Umbridge from Harry Potter. Because I hate her.
First.
I hate her.
You talking about last time we did it?
He said, I don't care where I go. She gonna be my first.
Bev from Midnight Mass not only takes that title, she takes the crown. She is holy and undisputed because this woman has all the features that a villain needs. She has a silver tongue, her most powerful and vital weapon. This woman was flipping Bible verses so fast and so fluid and so hard. She had me believing the nonsense. It was ridiculous. If a twig broke in the North Pole because a reindeer broke its ankle, Bev would have a Bible verse about why that was meant to happen, and it had to happen to open up the gates.
You better preach.
Correct.
Bev.
Yep.
The way that she, with her, not only her privilege, but just the smugness of her recounting back to the sheriff how she killed that dog, but she's not killing that dog. But you know I killed that dog. But do you got proof that I killed that dog? Because if you had proof, it would be in here. And I got access to that, sheriff.
She definitely killed that dog.
But then again, the whole island has access to
it. When they were in the at the PTA meeting, and old boy was trying to get his son not to have to read. Boy,
that's a good point.
She had that dude angry.
That woman had
everybody was angry. I watched that scene utterly pissed. Like go ahead, Mike.
She didn't have legitimate power, but she had power. The way she overtalked everyone and they let that happen was murdering me. It was like Jason was stabbing me every time. Every time she spoke, I got stabbed by Jason Voorhees because this woman just overtook a room and they let her. In that scene, that man had a very legitimate point. That sheriff had a point and he turned it on her and she just found the Bible verse and went onto it and won them over. It was maddening. It was maddening. She was so evil. And when the mom came out and asked her to listen and said that she just was not a nice person. Why? And she got it right to the heart of it. She was like, why are you mad that God loves that sheriff just as much as he loves you? God does not love you any more than anyone else, no matter what you do. He loves us all equally. When she said that, I stood up in my look. I couldn't even stream me watching this anymore because I was cussing and saying so much inappropriate stuff to the TV as I was watching it. I couldn't even let that just be on YouTube. I just couldn't let it happen. I just had to finish
demonetized.
it. Yeah, I just had to finish it by myself. Carmen was upstairs watching something. And I screamed and I started punching the couch. And she was like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? The computer break again? I said, no, it's Bev. It's Bev.
It's bad.
I did the computer break again.
She at it again.
Oh my god.
I can't stand her. I can, and the fact
man.
that she had no power this whole time, and she kept, she let that hate seethe out of her in different ways, but she never was full frontal with it. But the moment she got the power of a vampire, and then she let all her racism out. Oh, and the fact that she was getting away with it, she shot him. It made me so mad. I was like, if someone does not eviscerate this woman, eviscerate her.
So when are you going to start anger management?
Huh?
When are you going to start therapy or see your when's your next appointment?
It's right now. It's y'all.
Mike got PTSD.
It's Tuesday between 8 and 9:30.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
The fact that he punched the couch and she said the computer break again.
My computer was crashing this week when I was trying to get the books posted to get printed for the printers. It crashed a couple times.
Well, all that supernatural stuff, the thing that left the biggest mark on Mike was the Babs.
Hey, a vampire gonna be a vampire. You saw him out there. He could only sustain himself so long in the room before he had to go rip into somebody's neck. I know he was up there like a crack fiend, just like, ooh, look at all this. He gonna make a name for himself up in here. He couldn't wait to get into them necks. He was up there waiting. And as soon as somebody cut off, he was like, let his true self be known. Look, a vampire gonna vampire. They gonna use blood. But Bev ain't have to use the power of the Lord in such a evil, maniacal way that she did. She didn't have to do that. Because even the Reverend in the show, shoot, his intentions the whole time truly were good. He just was messed up in the head and completely confused something with what it was, what it wasn't. But he really had good intentions. And when he came back to Earth and saw how wrong it was, he was like, we gotta fix this. No, we can't do this. And he said, when he said that to Bev, when Bev was like, no, you're the leader. It's you. It has to be you. And he was like, no, it's not about me. It's about God. When he said that, he said, God. He carried that, man.
GAWD.
Yes. Look,
yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yes, this is on Netflix.
Jesus Hey, Morgan, what's the name of the other show that's made by the dude with the family from the house?
He did haunted house. Let me find it.
Mike, you gotta watch the Fall of the House of Usher.
Already, he said, no.
You gotta watch the Fall of the House of Usher, man.
You see where you messed up at? You said, "Hey Morgan, what's the name of that haunted house?" Haunted. Then you was like, "Oh no, it's the Fall of Usher." No, I'm not.
You can't tell me it wasn't worth watching, bro. Don't do that.
Hey, bro, was
it a good watch though? Was it a good
one pass? The Midnight Mass was the one pass.
Did I lead you wrong though?
Hey.
See, exactly. Exactly. You couldn't even lie. Like I said before,
Mike making the show sound better than y'all ever did, though. I'll be honest.
Like I said,
Mike making the show sound pretty good. Like it was.
Like I said, it is the best. It is the best. It is the best of any TV show that I've watched. It is the best example of the beauty of religion and the horrors of religion at the exact same time. I cannot think the scene on forgiveness in that show is one of the best displays of forgiveness and what it takes to do it that I've ever seen in a movie, TV show, or anything else. That scene is insanely powerful. There are a lot of really good scenes in there that are just masterful writing, insane level acting.
Yeah,
like I said,
he's right. He is right. Everyone did their job. I have a thing when I watch shows, and Carmen be the first one to tell you, I hate a stupid character for the sake of a character being stupid, or not. If you don't give me enough information or enough belief in this character to make the choices that they're making, then that immediately pulls me out the show because I'm like, why are you doing that? That's dumb. But like every character in this show, everyone was written so well that even when they did do dumb things, I wasn't bothered by it because I was like, that's them. That's based off of everything you've told me about this character, about the world that they live in, how they operate on this island, what their mentality is overall. That makes sense that they're doing that.
Mhm.
So there weren't moments where I was ever pulled out of the show. I was just angry at Bev, like because I think about
told
when
you.
she locked them all in the room and then she went in hid. Child,
I told you Bev was the worst, bro. I told
she
you.
was.
I told you. She is the. I can't. There are not many villains that could go ahead of her when it comes to just being a terrible. Not even a human, just a terrible mass of molecules. She,
Dang.
I don't want to
She ain't
dignify her.
even a human. That's
I don't even want. I don't want to dignify her with being human. She is a disgusting wretch. She is the definition.
Dang, Morgan.
She is the definition of what when the Bible talks about people that are wretched. She is the definition of that. She's the hot slimy gum. She's the hot slimy gum. Like that's like when you're walking in I got a random. Let me randomize it. She
damn it!
Oh, I thought it was randomized.
No,
I thought I had it, man.
randomized. We didn't do it. All right, so
it's 9:07 and you were supposed to do it 20 minutes ago. That's why they thought it was done.
Because Wally,
I came in late. I'm sorry. I've overreacted with all my emotional output about watching the show.
Hey, it's okay, man. Mike, listen.
I like that.
When the show is over, just go watch Fall of the House of Usher, man, and report back to us what you.
No, he ain't gonna make it to that one.
I'm already watching From with my wife.
Oh,
and then I added this to the queue. There ain't no more horror happening in 2024.
From is good though. From is good.
From was
yeah, that first scene.
From
has communication problems.
From as an overall show is not touching Midnight Mass though. Like,
wait till you get into season 2 though.
Me and my wife were all caught up. This is
what
I'm saying.
Like, man, when they got in the house and homeboy was standing at the stairwell, he's looking down. I was like, oh shit.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Like, if I was the what do you call it, the sheriff in that damn show, ain't nobody doing nothing crazy. Like the minute I see you not acting right, I'm like, you want to go to the box?
Boy, he be putting himself through more than he has to, and I be so mad at him sometimes. I'm like, bro, I understand that you want to save these people, but you cannot save. If somebody's, I'm glad that happened. The end of this last show, I'm so glad that happened.
I'm glad that happened too.
I'm so glad that happened because I'm like, you earned that.
But Boyd is putting himself in more than he has to because no one is being completely honest.
Nope.
No one is telling the whole truth.
Nope.
If old girl that came back would have just told the whole truth, we are beyond letting people think you are crazy.
Yeah.
We're beyond all that. If you would just tell the whole truth, she wouldn't have got those questions that she got at that meeting. None of that would have happened because if you just tell, we're beyond this. We're just tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's it. If someone would just tell the truth, and I need to know, they still haven't answered this question. I've been asking this question for 3 years. Has anybody shot one of these things in the damn head? Because every time somebody takes a gun and shoot them, they never shoot them in the head.
Boyd did.
Oh, in the head? No.
I've never seen anyone shoot them in the head.
Not without the.
I don't remember if it was specific to the head, like a specific headshot.
But even if no one during the show, the 3 years, have shot them in the head, I need to have somebody said that was the first thing we tried. We tried to shoot them in the head, and they got right back up. I've seen no one do it and no one talk about it.
I don't remember anybody being shot in the
head.
Hey,
Morgan, randomize while you talk, man.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I shot coasters, y'all. We got them on the website.
I got it. I'm sharing the screen now. All right. So, Wally, you pick the order that I put the names in, and then I'll randomize it.
Hey, Brian, come here to work.
You barely want to be on this show, period.
Mike, pick the order that I put the names in.
Javon, Danny, Wally, King, Morgan, me.
Just understands me. I think we like spiritual brothers or something.
Hey man, maybe.
I
Never
feel
know.
like y'all have very similar vibes.
All right, randomize. Here's our order. Wally is number 1. Mike is number 2. Morgan's number 3. Jess number 4.
That's
Danny number
racist.
5.
That's
Javon
really
This is
6.
racist, man.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that. Y'all told me to randomize it. I did.
This is racist.
So you see it. You see the order. Everybody sees the order. I'm gonna copy and paste it into the private chat,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna
This is
roll.
racist.
All right, explain the rules to me.
All
All
right.
right, so you can pick any villain, any fictional villain that's not in comics, that didn't originate in comics.
So I just give one or the whole 5.
No, no,
We
no.
doing it
We
like a
gonna
draft.
It's like a draft, like a
Okay.
yeah.
We're doing a draft. You got first pick, so you got the first pick. Then it's gonna go all the way to who's last. It's gonna go all the way to Javon. Javon gets 2 picks because he's at the end. Then it's gonna come
It's a
back to
snake
you.
draft.
You'll get 2 picks until we finish the draft.
Oh well, I don't remember his name, but Kevin Spacey's character in 7.
Oh, John Doe.
Okay. John Doe.
That guy.
Bet. All right.
That's
Danny,
a
you
good
got the graphic up.
He got to do the editing and changing.
I'm sharing it.
I gotta get a drum roll or something for when we do these.
No, you get a 20-second clock.
I should get one. All right, so John Doe. I don't know if you want to put 7 in parentheses or not.
Excuse me.
Cool.
All right, it's you, Mike.
Bev.
Yeah, it's on you, Mike.
Bev.
Dang, you waste no time.
That's the fastest pick we done ever had on this show.
Oh my god, bro. All right, number 3, give me Vader, bro. Darth Vader for the win. I knew I was gonna get him. I knew it.
Oh man, you picked Vader? Damn.
I sure did. Put Darth there, bro.
Hey, are you talking about first generation Vader or current generation Vader? I'm just curious. Not that you got to change anything. I'm just curious of your pick.
They're the same.
Ain't Vader?
It's the
They
same
not.
thing.
First generation
so
Vader
is Vader
not. First generation Vader is not the Vader that everyone talks about as this fearsome force of destruction who goes out and kills and hunts Jedi. That we ain't never seen that from first generation Vader. From the current generation Vader that are in the movies that we've gotten in the last 10 years and the TV shows, we've gotten that Vader.
The most menacing version of Vader. The Anakin Skywalker. Anakin's arc to becoming Vader, I loved. So that's the Vader I want. The one that's
Homeboy's voice.
The one that was supposed to be the most fierce Jedi that is
Right.
anywhere.
All right,
Yeah, the
Jess,
one
it's
that
on
was-
you, man.
It's on you, Jess.
Hannibal Lecter.
Good one.
Okay.
Good freaking one, buddy. Good freaking one.
Hannibal Lecter.
Damn, dude.
Good freaking
I
one.
should have made your damn signal go out. Just
That was great right there, buddy.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go with.
It's on Daniela.
I think I'm gonna go with Dracula.
Oh, okay. That's
Really
solid.
good one. That is clutch. Wow.
You're not gonna be able to change it. Jamal.
That
It ain't gonna work.
That was great. Good job.
What'd you say?
It ain't gonna work. Like your joint don't come up. I see what you was trying to do though.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm not even on there. What the heck?
Yo, that was awesome. Good pick, Danny. I'm proud of you, buddy.
That's not.
That was a really good pick.
All right. Jesus. I'm gonna go with you know what? Freddy Krueger.
That's why I'm fucking with you.
Very solid. Very solid. You got 2 though.
And for the second one, you know what? I'm gonna go Terminator.
Oh, that's not.
Which
that's
one?
not-
The first one. No. The T1000, the liquid one.
I shouldn't even say that. I should have just let you. God dang it.
Appreciate you.
I shouldn't
Appreciate
even
you.
said
Mark.
it. God dang
You're a good
it.
man. You're a good man.
Oh, God dang
Very
it.
nice of you, man.
I was thinking about picking him. I was thinking about picking that.
I
the
should
T1000
not have said
my first.
anything, man. Dang.
Oh shoot, it's back on me.
Yeah, man.
No, Danny.
Dang. I think I'm gonna go with Alonzo Harris from Training Day.
God.
That's a good one.
Hey,
That's a good one.
yeah, you had to take him from me because you know.
Bro, I thought that was gonna last until the last round, man. I
Ain't
was
no
like,
way.
ain't nobody thinking about this, dude.
You know I'm taking him.
Damn.
King Justice on you.
All right, I'm gonna go with Skewed Way. I know y'all not thinking it, but I'm gonna mess with your heads a little bit. I'm gonna say Jaws.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking about
That's
him.
a great one.
That's a
I
good
got
one,
Jaws
Jeff.
on my list. I got Jaws on my list.
Okay. I got a good one then. Since
All
just
right.
going to the animal.
Okay.
I got a good one for my next pick.
I am going to have to go with.
Don't do it, Morgan.
This is a hard one, bro.
Don't do it, Morgan.
Somebody got Freddie. Man, I'm taking Pennywise. Give me Pennywise.
Okay. All right, I see what y'all on.
Give me Pennywise. God dang it.
Anyway,
So I tell y'all I don't like horror, so you want to put all the horror characters. I don't even like seeing their names. I don't even like seeing their names. So y'all just want to put all the horror niggas on here.
I got cosmic level threats over here, cuz.
I feel you. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's on you.
The Butcher from Gangs of New York. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I like him.
Hey,
Nice.
who did you pick? Pennywise, Mark?
Yep.
Okay.
Yup. It's on you, Wally. You get 2 picks.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Heisenberg, aka Walt from
Nice.
Breaking Bad.
Dang, that's a good one.
Damn.
Nice.
And then we're gonna follow that up with Marlo from The Wire.
Nice. Can't hate on either one of them.
Oh shoot, is it back on me?
It's back on you.
Mr. Smith, let's go.
Oh, Mike. Yo, I hate you, man.
That was a nice boomerang back.
I hate you, man.
Hey, it's the smell.
Bro, I was
think
so
that's a
sure. I was so sure that was coming back to me. I hate you, man. God, dog.
Mr. Smith.
Never
Mr.
mind.
Smith has
Never
been my
mind.
favorite villain until Dolores came, and then Bev came.
Never mind. I just thought you made me have to level up. I appreciate you for pushing me to this level. Okay.
All right.
Go. Guess who I'm taking? Just because you did that to me. Guess who I'm taking? Go ahead.
Somebody black.
No, don't do it.
Throw it out there. Go ahead.
Don't do it.
Do it.
I'm not gonna say it because I might be wrong.
Give me King Joffrey. Baratheon. Give me Joffrey Baratheon right now. The most hated character on TV history. Ain't nobody more hated than that. There's nobody more hated than he is, aside from maybe one person that I'm not naming because, I don't want to give nothing away.
No. Chocho.
It's Joffrey with a J, Danny.
You were right. Chaco and Chocho is very close.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. I was like, I'm sure I spelled it wrong. But...
Yeah, you good. It's on you, King Jess.
I'm gonna go back to people, and I'm going to pick. I
didn't like what you were about to say.
I'll say it. Norman Bates from Psycho.
Oh.
I hate having. Why are y'all on both sides of me, bro? Oh.
Yes, they are, Sean. Yes, they are.
God, I got one in mind, but I'm trying to decide if I can wait till next round to get him. I'm gonna take Scar. I'm taking Scar.
Great.
You mother.
I'm taking Scar right now.
pick.
Taking Scar from the Lion King.
Great
Okay.
pick, sir.
Great pick, J&J. Quick, stay out of my notes. I need you to stay
All right,
out
Javon, you got the next
whole
one?
recruiting office. Stay out
That's
of
my
our
turn?
internet.
Yep. Make it
All
count.
right.
I'm gonna go with one of the more recognizable action movie villains, and go with Hans Gruber
Nice.
Oh, from
from Die Hard.
Die Hard.
From Die Hard. Oh, Hans Gruber. That's a good one.
And
That's a
then
good one.
I'm gonna follow that up with one of the most iconic sci-fi
Here we go.
creatures, and go with
Here we
aliens.
Oh man,
How you
Xenomorphs.
can't,
you can't take all the aliens? Like,
no, you can't do that.
They're villains in the movie.
You can't take aliens. It's one,
No, they're xenomorphs. That's what they call.
but you can't.
so you taking xenomorphs?
That's what I can. You are y'all really gonna tell me I can't pick
All right.
the
Oh,
villains?
say less. Say less. Okay. All right.
So every single alien there is.
No, the
it's up.
aliens from the Alien
It's up.
franchise.
Oh,
it's
okay,
up. You
okay,
heard that, man. You heard that.
Hey,
man.
question. What is the perfect weapon, fictional, non-fictional, to fight a xenomorph?
Gravity?
Nope.
Space.
Nope.
Not being near it. That's
Not being there is true, but no.
Predator.
Nope.
What?
The perfect weapon for battling a xenomorph. You can't say space if you've seen Alien Romulus.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
That's
Okay.
true.
That thing
Common
is-
sense.
Carmen said prayer.
No, I said
Okay,
common
so-
sense.
So the second best weapon.
A
You
woman?
give up?
I'm sticking with Predator.
You give
Yeah,
up.
yeah. A
You give
strong,
up?
a strong
A
woman.
strong woman? Because
Hey, a strong woman wins
Hey,
every
look,
time.
Danny,
But-
Serena Williams.
Put a lightsaber in Serena Williams' hands because a
Okay.
lightsaber cauterizes everything it cuts through, so the acid won't come out.
All right, I like it.
True.
I would have never answered it.
You still
That is-
gotta stop them teeth,
That is true.
That's
I
what
was
the
gonna say,
lightsaber's
hey.
for.
bruh. The Alien Romulus. I will say I did finally watch it. Alien Romulus was so good up until the last 4-5 minutes.
Oh,
That
we gotta
last-
talk about it.
That last 5 minutes.
Hey,
made
can we
me
not
so
talk about a movie I ain't seen yet?
Okay, my
I
bad.
I said,
appreciate it.
I'm talking about we gotta talk about it later because I would love to discuss
Oh,
it.
okay.
Who is it on? It's on Jess.
I took Moriarty with my next pick from
Good pick.
Sherlock.
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, good pick.
Oh, that's great. Y'all ain't going. Yeah, I knew J&J Quick was gonna take one of mine. With his
Y'all know
ass.
who
I
my
knew he
fifth
was.
pick is gonna be. Y'all ain't gonna take him, so I'm just holding out for him.
Was it Brandy?
Oh, that's cold.
I don't know. It's always Brandy. It don't matter what the list
Right
is.
there, buddy.
I
That's
haven't
cold.
picked
Right there.
Brandy
All right.
in the list like three times.
Go ahead, Jess.
For my fourth pick, I'm going to pick. I'm gonna pick a woman. The Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay.
Yes, I hate you. That's fine.
You didn't
All right.
have the Wicked Witch of the West on your list.
I do. You want me to show it to you?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right.
I'd rather not.
So since we can take Alien, I'm taking the Borg.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Hey, that was a good
You
argument.
even watch Star Trek?
I had left that off my list because I figured that's a literal whole species. But
They
hey,
villains.
More.
Say
Did you
less.
even watch Star Trek though?
I know about the Borg. Yes, I watched the Next Generation, and I watched the joint with my boo on there.
Discovery. Okay.
Sneak with Michael Green.
That's enough. Cool. All right, Mike, what you got?
Cersei.
Great pick.
Lannister.
Yep.
Great pick. Great pick.
Hey. So I got my last pick. Hey Wally, me and you was peeps, so make sure you don't pick my last pick.
Wally, you got both of your last two picks.
word.
I don't know what my
Those
last
two picks.
will be at.
So one of them might not make sense unless you watch the movie Memento.
Oh,
The main character Leonard.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. That's a
Then
good one.
I want to use Puffy, but I ain't gonna talk about him.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave him alone.
I would take him early.
I don't think you had him right, Mike.
No, I ain't have him.
Nah, I ain't gonna use him though. I can't remember his name. The military dad from American Beauty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Mike. Y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to stay away from.
And we gonna throw this one. We gonna end our pick with a good one, a great one, a solid one, an oldie but a goodie, strong in nature and stature. Thulsa Doom from Conan.
Okay.
From what?
Conan. James Earl
Oh,
Jones.
okay. Okay.
I am going to have to take. I don't want to go in the same universe twice. Do I have my mastermind on my list? No. I'm going to take. I gotta. Oh man, I gotta have them on my team just because.
The Borg are considered masterminds.
Yeah, I gotta take this character just because they're one of my favorites, and they horrify me in a real life situation. So with my last pick, I'm taking Michael Myers. I don't want no smoke with Michael Myers on any level, ever, at all. Especially Rob Zombie's version. I don't want.
Did you see the
no smoke
newest one?
at all. Yes, I've seen the last two.
I actually like the last one.
I look. Somebody took Freddie.
I'm not a hard mover person, but I like that last one.
I had a whole.
Right. Who next? All
right, Just what you got?
What you got for your last pick?
All right, for my last pick, I'm gonna end this out on a real high note. Definitely someone y'all wasn't expecting at all, but
I think I know who it is.
You don't. I'm gonna tell you don't. I promise you don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Hot Shot Stepdad, aka Heat.
Oh my God!
That's cold blooded.
Damn, his signal keep going out. Hey man, stay off that AOL, man. We want Just to come on.
Hey,
cold blooded.
Listen, man.
I've got to give it to Just. Just has the most.
I don't know why y'all be letting him do this. Yeah,
I got to give Just respect because as a comedian, his long game is ridiculous.
I was like,
It's
why
like
y'all
he always
like
has
got
a
quiet
feature
for him?
and brings it back.
I might have to take Justin.
Every time I forget that he tries to roast this character when I'm on the show, he brings
I
it
don't know
back.
why y'all let him do it.
I don't know why I don't see it coming.
That's
every
okay.
single time.
It was so perfect, bro. Are you kidding me?
I mean, he already disqualified.
That was crazy. Yo, that was
whole
crazy.
list is disqualified.
Oh my God.
It's too bad. It's too bad. It was shaping up. It was shaping really nice.
I'm taking show enough for my fifth pick. Y'all know
that is very on brand for you.
That was crazy.
All right, my last pick.
Wow.
I'm gonna pick Just. No, I'm just playing.
That's a good last pick.
Yo, that was crazy.
No, my last pick is to when I watch this movie, man, I rarely feel sorry for a main character as much as I did the dude who had to deal with this woman, Annie Wilkes, Misery.
Okay.
But I really can't put my down because it's based off a comic, so I really do got to get it.
You already disqualified, man. We do not care.
Oh yeah, that was the one rule. That was the one rule.
Yo, that was freaking master level.
That really was the one rule, Just.
Yeah, Just can't follow directions.
Give me another one for Heat. Give me another.
Yo,
Just can't follow directions. It happened.
What's homeboy's name from The Shining?
Jack Torrance.
Jack Torrance, yeah.
Yo, that was crazy. That was Oh my god.
Hey, I thought about doing. What's the woman that killed Selena? But I forgot we can't do real people.
Dang! Hey,
was about to
y'all
do
some
that.
rubber hose, bro.
She killed Selena, man.
No,
You can't kill
do
Selena.
that. You can't do that, bro.
We supposed to be doing fictional characters.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it
Come
was the
on,
first thing
man.
that came to my mind.
Oh my god.
Like,
Wally
kill
talking
Selena,
about
man.
we gonna take Diddy, and now here you go with. Come on, man. God,
Nobody picked up Kaiser Soze.
I thought about him.
thought about
It was between him and Jack Torrance.
I thought about it, but I didn't because I already had the board. I wanted Agent Smith, but
Just I thought you were going to pick Kaiser Soze when you said
there's
Kevin
a bunch of
Spacey.
honorable mentions, bro.
Mhm.
Like there's a crap ton of honorable.
I wanted to take Predator. I wanted to get Predator on mine, but
Predator's not a villain to me.
nah, he definitely was a villain. Predator wasn't a villain.
Nah, bro, he just out here, trying to
Hunting people for sport.
So you consider the Predator a villain when they just following their culture?
Yeah, bro, they just what I mean.
That's their way of life.
Hey, get
Yeah,
down right
Danny.
now.
Is Elmer Fudd a villain?
Is who a villain?
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, he is.
Elmer Fudd's a villain.
I don't know about that.
I thought they were all just hunting. That's all.
No,
He just out there. He just hunting rabbits.
this dude out here hunting whole planets of people.
Uh,
I mean, he was a good guy in like what 2 of the movies. That's it.
honorable mention for me: the Trinity Killer from Dexter, Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. That dude had me horrified watching that movie, buddy.
I never liked that movie, man. That joke was boring.
That dude had me horrified. I said, man, if this dude was real and on the loose, I would not go outside. I don't even know where did he even get this gun from?
Nobody picked Nurse Ratchet.
Honorable mention for me, she's still on my list, is Dolores Umbridge. I couldn't stand what she was doing to poor little Harry Potter.
That's a good villain right there, Danny. That's a great villain. LeBron, that was actually the number
LeBron
one.
James.
That was actually the number one pick for Adam.
I should have picked from one of my favorite movies. I don't know why I didn't even think about.
Which one?
Bill from Kill Bill.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would
He
be a
didn't
good
really
one.
do much.
I mean,
He killed the whole party.
He was the whole.
Technically, he didn't kill him. The rest of them did it.
He told him
ain't nobody killed him.
Yeah, telling somebody to do something out there and doing it yourself that's 2 different things.
Hey,
is it?
make sure y'all,
The man ended up getting the 5 fingers of death. I mean, you organized the plan and then you got the hand. So
that man whole heart out.
Hans Landa was another honorable mention for me from Inglourious Basterds. Sauron from Lord of the Rings, but I couldn't give Sauron no shine. Voldemort, I can't give him no shine.
hey, if you watched Ring of Powers, I can absolutely give Sauron shine. That man is a manipulator.
I can't.
It's crazy.
I can't do it. I'm trying to. Man, I can't explain why I can't, but I give Lord of the Rings this due because it inspired Game of Thrones. But I'm not. I can't. Christine's a good one. Cujo's a good one too. Cujo's a really good one. Jaws is a really good pick.
Have y'all seen Gone Girl? Would y'all
Yeah.
consider?
Yep.
Y'all
She's
consider
on
She
there.
was maniacal in that.
She was honorable mention for
That's
me.
a good one.
Amy.
That's a good one. That's
her name was Amy. Yeah.
Yep,
the wife
Amy
of
from
the
Gone Girl.
Bag. She was a savage.
That chick was cray.
Great
I
savage.
definitely had her on a backup if I didn't
Great
get
savage.
who I wanted.
Jester Wicked Witch of the West. That was a great pick. I had a cigarette smoking man from X Files. I don't know if y'all rock with X Files like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I'm trying to think what he did though. Like that made him like work.
Man, that dude was orchestrating all that crap the whole time.
I guess.
Almost everything Mulder ran into, he was orchestrating it.
Yo, I had the Fire Lord from Avatar Aang.
Great pick.
It's an honorable, and I had
Great pick.
Tybalt from Romeo and Juliet. John Leguizamo.
Ah, yeah.
Leguizamo,
yeah.
Wally, I'm taking Azula. I'm taking Azula over Fire Lord Ozai every time, bro.
I mean, she was ill, but I mean, bro was the one calling the shots, though.
Azula was wilding towards that last season, bro. She went crazy.
See, I like the Fire Lord, but as much as I love the Avatar franchise, the Fire Lord was just a big bully at the end of the day. Azula, she was a problem. She was a problem, and to go and break her psychosis too.
Yo,
and like she wanted to kill her brother. This
Mike,
was her brother.
who was your boy in the chorus season, the air guy, the one who was flying, the one who
Oh, him? I forgot about him.
I
He's
forget his
dope.
name.
You
But
talking about
that
the one
dude
that had the
was
third eye?
Oh yeah, the dude with the third eye.
No,
was
not
dope, too.
that was he
No.
was a firebender who had the third eye. It was the dude who was the main villain who
Yeah.
took airbending to the next level to where he could fly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I heard
can't
about
remember
that
his name. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
All the chorus villains.
All
were
the chorus villains hit. Zahir. Zahir.
I don't know though. The Fire Lord burned his own child. He
that's pretty bad. That's pretty
That
bad.
is pretty bad.
He
That
left
is
your
pretty
boy
bad.
scarred. He said,
Forever.
He said, "Oh, you back to the disrespect conversation." He said, "Oh, you want to disrespect me?"
Yeah, you don't want to take the trash out? All right, bro.
Bet you gonna remember this the podcast.
bro.
Here, take this card and go capture the avatar. How about that?
But
That's your
Zahir
question.
was a problem because he really was in his mindset that he was doing true good to the world. He wasn't crazy. He wasn't out of control. He was very. Every time you saw him, he was very calm, super, highly skilled.
Yeah.
Knew all the techniques. Was a bookworm. I mean, he was just he's one of the type of villains. I don't think that you really want to face head up. The fact that he learned airbending just from reading it and then unlocked it.
The Bloodbender dude was dope too. Like all like we said, all chorus villains were dope. But anyways, I'm about to go watch LeBron and Bronny play together.
Yeah, I'm about to put that
Bronny
on.
not
That on the
Father
back.
son duo.
Bronny's not.
You said Bronny gonna play for how many seconds?
He might get 3. He might get 3 minutes. He might get 3 minutes. But I'm gonna go watch all 3 minutes, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right.
I'll put the list up for everybody to vote on. Another close one for me was Rose the Hat on Dr. Sleep, but I don't know if everybody.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Boy, you talking about pissed? Oh my god, they made me so mad when they killed that little boy, bro. Oh my god, I was so mad, bro. But I loved Abra though. Like Abra.
I
hope.
All right, gents.
Yo, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all having me on here.
Always, bro. Why did they get the home game tonight? Don't ask me, man. I don't know. I don't know what they did to deserve it at all. Not even a little.
Peace. All right. See y'all later. See y'all next week. Don't know what we doing. Follow, subscribe.
Hey, make sure that y'all go check out Wally's Kickstarter tonight before y'all lay your heads down somewhere, because he got some dope artwork in there, 100 pages full of it. So I mean, y'all go hit the link. It's still in the comments. Hit the link if you need it. I posted it earlier on my Facebook page, so make sure you go hit that.